This is from, pardon me, this is from an editorial, and the editorial says, how can we make the Jewish voice be heard? Demonstrate in Washington. That was the editorial message. Or in St. Paul, as we are here today, and welcome and thank you for coming. When was that written? In 1905 to organize 100 years ago for a huge event called the Troyer Parade in New York City. So that was 100 years ago, and the advice, because we have this event today in Washington, D.C., holds true to this minute. So we follow in the footsteps all these years later, a century later, of making our voices heard. So thank you all for coming. I'm Steve Hunegs with the JCRC, and you're taking a wonderful, beautiful day to be together in solidarity, Jewish community, the greater community. So thank you today for coming. Thank you to JCRC team, my colleagues, all of our speakers. Look at this assembly of folks who have come here to speak. Applaud them. Thank you. And David Goldenberg from ADL gets the award for coming the furthest today, 350 odd miles. So thank you, David, for that. And a lot of media here today. Thank you, TC Jewfolk, NPR, Minnesota News Network, WCCO, KSTP. So thank them because they're helping us amplify our message. If I missed somebody, I apologize for that too. And our dear friend Joanne Magnuson can't be here. Many of you know Joanne. She's recovering. So let's send good wishes to Joanne Magnuson today. Thank you, Joanne. And Alon Sharon, I know you're here somewhere, but thank you for, as usual, helping us build the audience. We're here in the Capitol, in the presence of the Capitol, in the shadow of the Capitol, you might say, to affirm democracy. And right down there, there's a statue of Hubert Humphrey. And I think this helps frame up our conversation today, because I'll quote Hubert when he says, "There can be no compromise on the right to personal security. There can be no compromise on securing human rights." And the two definitely intersect, and that's an important thought, and I hope it holds with us for today. It's now my pleasure, and it's a great pleasure indeed, to introduce one of my dearest friends in the world, Father Erich Rutten. And the Father and I have had a marvelous chance over these years to work together at the University of St. Thomas, St. Peter Claver, now his newest parish at St. Odelia in Shoreview. And I attest to you that Father Erich, the Catholic community, my dear friend Jason Atkins from the Minnesota Catholic Conference, have always been at the side of our community, no matter what the circumstances. And they live the spirit of the Nostra Aetate, too, which was the great Vatican document of more than 50 years ago, which helped reset theological relations between Jews and Catholics and Jews and Christians and Jews and Jews and Christians. So it is indeed a great pleasure, and let's have a warm welcome for Father Erich Rutten.
Thanks, brother. Good afternoon, everybody. It is a very sad reality that we live in a kind of a situation of a toxic spirit in our country. We're here today to stand for civility. We're here to stand for respect. We are, as people of faith, called to remember that we are all brothers and sisters and treat each other with the dignity and respect that calls forward. Each of us is made in the image and likeness of our God. And in this country, we have a very messy situation of having so many different kinds of people, different kinds of belief. All the more reason that we should extend ourselves in civility, respect for each and every human being, each and every person in our country. I'd like to read just a very short statement from Bishop Mitchell Rosansky. He was the chair of the United States Catholic Conference of Bishops Committee on Ecumenical and Interreligious Affairs. And he says this: "On behalf of the bishops and people of the Catholic Church, as chairman of the Bishops' Committee for Ecumenical and Interreligious Affairs, I want to express our deep sympathy, solidarity, and support to our Jewish brothers and sisters who have experienced once again a surge of anti-Semitic actions in the United States. I wish to offer our deepest concern, as well as our unequivocal rejection of these hateful actions. The Catholic Church stands in love with the Jewish community in the current face of anti-Semitism." we are here with you today, and we invite our entire country to a kind of a conversion of heart, that we might all live together in justice and in peace together. Thank you.